All right, welcome guys to the kitchen. Thanks for playing your wonderful song. Can you maybe introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jess Cristina. I'm from the US.
I'm Paul Richard, and I'm from Germany.
What kind of food would suit the mood of this song?
What comes to mind in terms of food is hummus and bread, because it's simple but yummy.
And it's two things that go well together.
Hey.
And you can eat it on the road.
Yeah, we can eat on the road.
True, on the road.
That's true.
About songwriting, do you have a favorite lyric you've written?
You do.
My favorite lyric I've ever written is a lyric that is, some things make sense, your pain is not one of them. And I wrote it about my mom, actually.
I had a line that I had in my head, but it is really pretentious when I say it out loud every time I do this. It's like poetry, and I'm a songwriter, not a poet, I guess. But the line I had in mind was, riding through the desert in a dusty dark hour, the rifle on my back is loaded with flowers, but the wolves don't laugh.
That sounds very country.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, kind of. I had a leather jacket on when I sang that song. I felt a bit stupid.
What an
but
era.
What kind of music / topics do inspire you while writing songs?
I write a lot about home and my family.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are always in my songs. My faith a lot, my relationship with God, and I think just emotion in general, grief, joy. Yeah, those are kind of the main things.
For me, it's just my own experience about I guess life and what happens in between. And I don't know, every time I feel kind of inspired, I just sit down and write whatever is on my mind. And sometimes something comes out there that is kind of nice, and sometimes it's terrible. But it's every time it's a nice process, I guess.
And how is the writing process different when you work together? Because you're both also solo artists.
I guess it's more fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we both come up with something that we feel fits the other style, kind of. And we just come together and I don't know, make it work. Try to also bring our own story into the song, I guess. And yeah, always worked so far.
Yeah.
4 out of 4.
I think for Come Along for the Ride, you had written that whole song, and you just showed it to me. And I was like, okay, I'll just try something. And just found a harmony for it. I think it was similar with Bathroom Door.
Mm.
And I want to say Pick Me Up, another song we have. I don't remember if I wrote any lyrics for that song.
No, you did. You wrote
Yeah.
the whole second verse.
So I think, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so I think we've had 2 songs where it was just, a finished song that Paul had written. And it was really easy for me to just find something to sing with him and kind of add to it.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but also the song in general didn't make any sense. It was really just something was missing, and it always sounds again pretentious, but something was missing, and I was like, okay, maybe ask Jess, maybe she could round up or just fulfill that song a little bit more, and she did, and I was happy afterwards, and then we released it.
Yeah.
It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, so that was Come Along for the Ride. And then recently I had written, I think our first song that I had written, that I definitely was very inspired by Paul's music, actually, which is a cool thing, because when you hear each other's music a lot, you do have a sense of oh yeah, Paul would sound really good on this, or this guitar playing kind of comes from something he's doing. So I had written a song like that and showed it to him out of a place of I want you to sing this with me and write something for it. So yeah, we've done it different ways for each one, I would say.
Nice. And I can imagine that playing live is also much more fun together.
Yeah,
than
it
alone,
is much
right?
more fun together. Yeah, I think we both, I think I said this to one of you too, I have my own stuff, it's good, but I really feel I always feel I shine or am the most comfortable singing together.
Yeah, you can share.
Different.
Yeah, you can share the nervousness together. It's really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And the excitement, of course, and everything afterwards.
Do you have any rituals to hype yourself up or calm yourself down before getting on stage?
No. So, do we have anything we do?
I guess we try to the lock and rough thing.
We say lock in.
We just checked on ChatGPT if it's actually okay to say this.
It is okay to say that.
Well, ChatGPT agrees.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, so we say lock in to each other.
And what's been the highlight right now from your musical journey together in the last...
Oh.
What is it for
What if I
you?
cry? Well, actually, I would say, releasing Come Along for the Ride was really cool. Also because Paul is the reason I do music still. I would have literally quit music without Paul, so always do music with Paul is a really meaningful thing for me, but releasing Come Along for the Ride was great. But I think I actually think about, we played recently together at Berlin Project, and someone came up to us and said, like, when you sing, I can tell you have a really deep friendship. Like, your music is really cool, but I can tell when you're together, you have a really, like, deep connection with each other. And it was such a, like, a interesting comment. I've never heard someone say that, but I do think it really touched me, because it was like, yeah, we love doing music together, but it's also formed from, like, a very deep and meaningful friendship that we both really value.
Yeah.
And that's always really fun. Like, it's cool when you click musically, but even better when you're just really close friends. And it's really cool because I do, like, I feel like I owe a lot of my music to Paul and what he's taught me and stuff. So it's a special thing to, like, have our relationship really come through too. It's cool.
Yeah, you were talking about friendship in music. Well, there's a lot of great artists, obviously, in Berlin. Do you have some recommendations for us?
Okay, we can start with the thing we prepared, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so scared, bro. This is so stupid. Okay.
Okay, we
Don't.
tried it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Don't listen to Alex Do. That is the. Oh,
That
God.
we have to have our friend.
Okay, but in general, I have like, I think 2 or 3 favorite people that I really like. One of them is a German artist called Antonio Hoffmann. I think he's really great and he has something special. Then the other one is the singer used to like be here like some point, but like he moved to Vienna. He formed a band called the Belgian Blue, and I'm obsessed with them. And he was in the city like a couple of days ago, and I missed him again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a total fan. I really get nervous when I talk about like stuff like this, like, but he's like, they are in general like really great.
For me, Lily Mayer is like a female artist as well in the scene, and we have so many great ones, but Lily's just taught me so much, but also is like truly an inspiration for me in the way that she writes, and her music's just so cool. We share a lot of like artists we also really love. So I think taste-wise and style-wise, I just look up to Lily so much.
You can't say all these names without mentioning Scott.
Because it's
Scott, you lost.
Scott BK.
Scott, Alex, and I do have a thing right now called the Tank Top Boys, which is an interesting name, but like with very serious music. And
Do
yeah,
you wear tank tops?
he does all the time. I do sometimes in summer, but I have to like grow some muscle. But yeah, the name is a little bit weird, but the music is great so far.
I also like Levi Lumberjack.
I got
It's a
2.
shock. I like that guy.
Surprisingly, you
Surprisingly,
do.
I like Levi Lumberjack. He's a good musician.
Some other last recommendations we would like to have. Restaurants in Berlin.
The Red Room. Shout out to the famous Gold Watch as well. The Red Room is so good. My favorite restaurant right now.
In Prenzlauer Berg.
In Prenzlauer Berg. Very good.
I have one that fits the dish. That's called Abin Tamshar. Mispronounce it again, probably. But sorry about that. But great restaurant. That's my favorite right now. It's an Arabic restaurant. It's really great hummus and just in general like good vibe, really authentic. Yeah.
Where is it?
Near Kantstraße. It's like Leibnizstraße.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite by far right now.
Nice. Well, thanks for all your tips. I think we got our story.